Hey mamas, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I go by Mama Lee and I make videos about cleaning motivation, lifestyle, home decor. I'm just now starting to jump into my DIY journey. So if you enjoy watching videos where a beginner DIYer is taking on new tasks and new activities and just learning how to do different things around their home, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. For those of you who are not new here, welcome back. If you have been following my channel, I had just finished a 10-day series of cleaning and organizing. And what I did within that series is just take on different parts of my home. I cleaned, I organized, I painted, and it's really just all prep to help me get ready for a big home project. What I didn't want to do is have a messy house and everything disorganized before I take on something big and create more mess. And if you haven't heard already, the big home project is me building a wall in my flower bed in the front of my house. And I'm pumped to get started on it. I just can't stop talking about it. I'm excited to start shopping for the tools and the materials that I need. But yeah, that whole 10 days was just me getting prepped up and ready to do that project, which I will be starting this week. So definitely look out for that. In today's video though, I decided to continue painting my doors. My last day of my 10-day reset, I had started painting one of my doors in my house and I painted it the iron ore color from Sherwin-Williams, which is essentially like a charcoal black color. I decided I wanted to paint all the interior doors in my house black because I think it'll look so good against the walls, which are ethereal white, and then my accent wall, which is a sage green. So I had gotten started on it in that last video, and this is me continuing what I had started. I had originally, before I started the video, I went ahead and took down the doors of my house, and I got about 4 of my doors down. So some of them I had already painted off camera and I have to go back over and put another coat of the black on there, and then some of them, like this one that I'm doing right now, I'm just getting started on it. So before starting this video, I had already took my handheld sander and I sanded the door down and I gave it a good wipe down, and now I'm just putting some primer. Now I had did all my doors the same exact steps. First I wiped it, made sure that all the dirt or nasty or food, anything that was stuck on there, I just went ahead and wiped it. Then I sanded it down. Then I put a coat of primer on it, let the primer dry, and I sanded it down again, but a different size grit, if I said that correctly. The first time if the grit was 180, the second time I sanded it after the primer, I want to say that was about 220, and then I went ahead and applied the black paint. Now this was more of a task than I had originally thought it was going to be. Same with my walls. I learned so much about painting, and I still don't know a whole lot about painting, but I didn't realize that all of these steps needed to be taken if you want like a really smooth finish. So it took me a while to get it done, but I was happy that it got done because once I saw the paint look on there, especially the last door I did for my day 10 reset, it looks so good. It's what motivated me to want to even create this video before I got started on the big home project, because it looks so nice. So I'm excited for you all to see the finished product. But yeah, this video was me just getting through all those doors. Now once the video finished, I had to allow it to dry, and I didn't get to put it on back on the hinges. So you're not going to get to see me do that in this video, but before I start on the big home project and I'm out in the front of my yard, I will show you the doors on the hinges before I actually get started on that video. Now one of my coworkers who heard what I was doing had asked me, like, why did you choose black of all colors? I just think black looks so nice. Everything looks better in black to me. All of the home stuff, the light fixtures, the sink fixtures, black just looks so elegant, professional, just makes a statement. I love black. So that's what gave me the idea to even paint these black. And then against the ethereal white, I think it's just gonna really stand out, and it's gonna pair well with the sage green because it's kind of unexpected. I don't know, I'm such a random person, and I just told myself, you know what, I bought this house, I can do whatever I want. This is my blank canvas, so if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But so far I'm loving how the color went on the doors, and I just think it's gonna look really nice. So we'll have to see. But I'm one of those people that I don't mind trying really bold things. And again, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. We'll just have to see. Now, there is only one door that I'm still a little hesitant on if it's going to get this color or if it's going to get a different color, and that's the door to my son's room. If you have watched one of my previous videos, he has more of like a sailor vibe in his room. He has the aloof gray, and then he has the navy blue color. He has those two colors in his room, and I have to go touch up the baseboards and the ceiling. That's just going to be a pure white. But with the rest of the house having black doors, I don't know if I want that for him. I don't know if that's going to vibe well with what he's already got going. So what I was thinking is part of his door that's going to be shown would be this black, and then the other side, maybe I would keep it just white. Or maybe I'll do gray. I don't know, do people even do that? Do you paint a door one color and then the other side another color? I'm not sure, but that is the one door that I'm really hesitant on even touching because I like what he's got going on in his room, and I don't know if adding another dark color, even if it is just the door, if it's even a good idea. Now his other door and his closet door, I decided to paint that white just because, again, the sailor vibe, the white, the navy, and the aloof gray. So I'm like, well, if I keep one closet door white, the main door, is that a different color? I don't know. I'm so hesitant, and maybe I'm thinking too hard on this, but it is something that I have been kind of thinking about. So his door is not actually taken down at the moment, and until I actually figure out what I want to do with it, I'm just going to leave it white and not even touch it. After I finished applying the first initial coat of the black paint on this door, I did go back to my other doors that I had started the night before, and I just applied an additional coat to those ones as well. But y'all, as I was doing these doors, I know I keep saying I'm so excited, but I really am so excited. Number one, just because I feel like a sense of accomplishment that I did this. You know, I don't do things this often. I don't take on different projects. So something as simple as this just makes me feel so accomplished. And when you can start to see everything slowly coming together, it makes you even more excited to do so much more. Like, I wanted to go to the store right away and start trying to figure out, okay, which doorknobs am I going to change this out to? How am I going to add, I don't know, like the wall outlets, like what should I change it? Like my mind just started going and going, and I needed to slow down. I have a really bad habit of taking on additional tasks and not finishing the first thing, like painting the rooms and, you know, touching up some spots in my living room. So I had to slow down, but it is just so exciting to see everything start to finally come together, especially because when I bought this house, I didn't do any of that. Like, I've literally been sitting in this empty house and not really knowing what direction I wanted to go and what I wanted to do, but I know I just needed to get started. And once I did, like, the ideas just kept flowing. So once I got to my guest room, I wanted to get ready and paint this door, but I completely forgot that I actually had some issues with this door like a while ago, and this is probably about like a year, almost 2 years ago now. There was a shelf that we had in this room, and it fell on top of the door, so it created this little gash. So unfortunately, if I paint over that, I think it's going to be seen. For now, I am going to paint one side of the door that doesn't have that gash just so the house looks more uniformed, but I do think that this door might actually just need to be replaced because of that. Let me know down in the comments if there's a way to sand that down. Is there like a quick fix for that? Could I do maybe like wood filler or something so that I can paint over that side of the door, because I'm not sure. But as you can see, this is what I have so far as painting. Some of these doors are going to need one additional coat, and then I also need to flip over and do the other side. I didn't paint these doors while they were still on the hinges just because I was told from a couple other people that it was better to take them off the hinges and lay them down so the paint doesn't run. There is one door in my house that I've had a really hard time getting off the hinges, so I think that one might be the only one that I might paint still on the hinges, but every other one I'm taking down, and then I'll flip them to the other side and do the painting. So before I start on the garden project, I will definitely give a quick tour around the house so that you can see the doors fully painted and finished. But for now, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for staying tuned. I really hope you all like this color like I do, and if you have any tips about what I could have done better or any type of paint or any materials that I could have used, let me know down in the comments below. And thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.